Hi, welcome to Avi's Kosher Kitchen. I'm your chef and host, Avi. Before we begin anything, I want to say l'chaim to you guys. I have a beautiful Cabernet Syrah from our friends at Tishbi Wines and Harken Spirits. This is a wine from the heart of Israel. Beautiful, beautiful wine. The vineyard's been there for, I don't know, over 100 and some odd years. In the 1800s, they have been well established and they really know what they're doing. So much so, in fact, that this has become one of the favorites in my house. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei b'nei hagefen. Oh, I could spend all day drinking that, but then I wouldn't be able to make this fabulous duck from our friends at Whole Foods. Now, what I'm going to do with this is we're going to smoke in the oven. First thing we're going to do is season up the duck. Okay, I've got some nice salt here. This is a good kosher salt from a pie. Just salt right over the top of everything. Everything initially is going to get the same seasoning. Initially going to get the same seasoning. And we're going to do a little bit of garlic powder. Not a lot. I'm going to give you a hint on this. One of the things I love about garlic powder is that if there's any gaminess in a meat, whether it's a duck or a veal or a lamb or anything, the garlic powder helps to remove that without adding a lot of unwanted flavor or anything else like that. It's just a hint, but it absorbs it and neutralizes it, and I love it. Now, I've got one side done. I'm going to flip it over, do the other side. I told you I was going to show you a way to smoke this when you don't have a grill. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this breast, put it right in a plastic kind of closable, resealable, zip bag, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to smoke this when you don't have a grill. Maybe you're in an apartment or something like that, or you just never invested in the grill. We've got a gadget here called the smoking gun. Okay, very interesting little deal here. We put wood chips in here. This is like a hair dryer. Air goes in here, comes out here, except it's all cool, and the smoke will come out of this flexible hose. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take some wood chips. I've got some hickory chips here. We put a little bit right in the top. Okay, and we've got a little bit of apple chips. What the heck, you know? Let's live flavorfully. Flavor live flee. Let's put a lot of flavor in it. And we'll put some apple chips in there. Okay. All I do is take this hose, connect it. It comes with a nice stand, and we turn this guy on. Take the end of the hose, you put it in your Ziploc bag. Take a little fire, put it right here. It starts to burn the wood chips. And what happens is, out of the hose, we should get some smoke. Very subtle. And the smoke goes right into this bag. Okay? There we go. Okay, you see all that smoke by my face? That's because it's coming out of the bag. Now what we do here is we're going to seal up the bag just until where the hose comes. And it's going to fill the bag now with all this smoke. We're going to let that duck breast sit in this smoke in the bag. This is called cold smoking. Let it sit in there. If you got a smoke detector, obviously, turn it off. That's it, okay? That sits in there. Turn this off, put this aside, just put it out on your balcony or outside and get the smoke out of there. The smoke's going to stay in here. We put that aside, let it sit about a half hour, something like that, okay? Now it's been about 20-30 minutes. I've got my duck breast in here in the smoke. We're ready to cook it. What I'm going to do is take a little extra virgin olive oil right in just a nice little pan, saute pan. We're going to take our duck breast right out of the bag. Oh, you could smell that smokiness in this. Put that right in there, okay? Fat side up. Fat side up on here, because we want that fat to just meld in there and get happy with everything that there is. Now, what I'm going to do is a little bit different. I'm going to take a couple of regular cloves, not garlic cloves. Just put them in there. Throw in the rest of our thyme on top of that. We've already got our garlic and our salt on there. I think we're good. The only thing I'm going to look at here is a little bit of liquid smoke. It's got enough smokiness, but you know what? If you don't have one of those smoking guns, You can always take a little liquid smoke and just drizzle it, just a couple of drops. That's all you need. Liquid smoke is actually real smoke, and what they do with it is they light a fire, the smoke comes up, and then it hits like a cone. That cone condenses the smoke, and water drips off with the smoke infused. It's collected, and you have liquid smoke. Very simple, very easy, and it's real. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it simple like that, and then we're going to add a couple of things to this duck right afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the oven, 400 degrees, and I've got a surprise for you. So watch, don't leave me, don't leave me. Here is the smoky breast that was in the oven. Okay, first thing, I've got a lot of fat that rendered out on that. I want to save that fat, but I don't want to cook the rest of this in that fat. So, excuse me. I've got some other rendered duck fat right here. We're just going to pour this in. Okay, just pour that in. Beautiful. That goes to the side. Now in here, I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in the pan. So I'm going to take a nice Chenen Blanc here. This is from my friends at Tishbi Vineyards and from Harken Spirits. I'll show you a quick way to open up a bottle of wine. What you want to do is find the center of the cork. Take your corkscrew, just stick it right in there, hold your corkscrew up, and turn the bottle with a little downward pressure. That's all you got to do. The corkscrew goes in right nice in the center. Then you can turn the corkscrew, bring it in, lift it up. It's going to lift up about halfway. Here's the mistake a lot of people make. They start to jockey that thing in and the cork breaks. You don't want to do that. Take your cork straight up. Take one thumb, just like this. A little downward and upward pressure on your thumbs, and the cork pumps right out, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this white wine, put it right in the bottom of the pan, okay? That's very nice. Now, I've got some of that beautiful fig confit that we worked on before. I took it out, and I'm going to put this right on top of the duck breast. Just going to smear it right on there, and we're going to put it back in the oven underneath the broiler. What we want to do is put a little bit of color onto this skin, kind of crisp it up, but we're going to crisp it up with that nice fig glaze on it. And I got to tell you, when this comes out, you're really going to be smacking your lips. Okay? So hang in there. And now we have the second duck breast. It has come out. It is looking lovely. It is rested already. Okay, there's some nice juice in that pan. We're going to keep that. Okay, we're going to take this, slice it up. See how, oh, look at this. Nice and pink, but not too pink. Remember with duck breast, you want a sort of a medium rare look into it. Now this, because we've got the skin and the fat on it, it's got another layer and another dimension on top of that. I don't know. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely exquisite? I'm saying it because I'm excited, because I'm not a guy that usually likes to cook duck, but here we are. And I have to tell you, this Cold Foods duck is absolutely great. We tried some the other day, and you know, a lot of duck can be a little gamey, or it could be a little tough. This Cold Foods duck just melted in our mouths, okay? And take the drippings, they go right on top, okay? Take a little bit of this, the figs that are on there. Looking really good. Take some of that. Take a little bit more of our fig confit. Put a little bit there, and put a little bit on the side if you want. Wait for it. There it is. Okay, here we go. This is our second Cold Foods breast. Now this is smoked with our smoking gun and maybe a touch of liquid smoke. Okay, it's gently seasoned and cooked right in the oven. Absolutely wonderful dish, and I can't wait to try it. And I know the crew around here is salivating already because it's getting late in the day and we haven't eaten enough. So there we are. And until next time, I'm Avi saying l'chaim.